Hey there, tech fans. Today I've got the Hohem iSteady MT2 stabilized gimbal. This product can help you create some beautiful, buttery smooth video no matter what you're using to capture that footage. Because unlike other handheld stabilized gimbals that are designed for DSLR cameras or maybe smartphones, this one is a universal gimbal that you can use with your smartphone. You can use it with an action camera. You can mount a small mirrorless camera on the top or even a bigger DSLR, and it's going to smooth out all that footage. So when you're walking around outside, moving your hand around, the gimbal's going to correct for that and keep that footage incredibly stable. Now, before I get too deep into all the cool features this product provides, I always like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll talk about the features because Hohem has built the product here that's incredibly smart. It does a lot of things based on AI, and I'll get into all that in a minute, but let's get started with the unboxing first. So I have the kit here, which is the larger version of it, and it includes everything that's in front of me. So you'll find the MT2, which is a great looking unit. It also comes with a foldable tripod on the bottom. I've got it mounted on the bottom of the unit, which is a 1/4 inch 20. You'll find a carrying case in the kit. Now the carrying case is nice because it protects the gimbal. It also keeps everything organized. It's weatherproof, so if you take it outside and it gets a little wet, you can wipe it off. It's a really nice way to organize your gear. Also included is an ARCA plate. It's a quick release ARCA plate you can use with a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. You'll also find a phone adapter that slides on there as well, so you can snap your smartphone in here and use your smartphone on it. There's another bracket here that goes around your camera. Now the reason this bracket's important is because if you're shooting in landscape mode, it'll be horizontal like this. But every now and then if you're doing TikTok videos or Instagram videos, you need a portrait or vertical shot where you can loosen up the bottom. One little clip, it opens like that. You can pull a camera off, slide it back in, and boom, you're in portrait. So it's incredibly easy to use and it's very versatile as well. In addition to that, they also include a mount for your GoPro products. It's a 3-finger mount that you can use in pretty much any action camera out there to stabilize that footage. So again, it's a 4-in-1 product, which is pretty cool. They also include a charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C. You can use this to charge the device from any standard USB wall charger. And then there's a bag in there with a ton of cables. Now, these cables will connect the unit to your camera. The USB-C connection on the side that you use for charging is bi-directional, so you can charge the unit in about 3 hours. If you're using it, depends on how heavy the camera is and how much movement you've got, but about 17 hours of use on a full charge. But these cables connect to it, and it's bi-directional, so it can actually provide power to your cell phone or your action camera or even your DSLR. And some of these, depending on the camera, will actually allow control of the camera through this front screen. So a lot of cool tech built in. All right, so let's talk about the unit itself. It is incredibly versatile. It's lightweight. It's really easy to bring along. It looks complicated, but once you mount the camera, it's incredibly simple. You've got an LCD screen on the front. You've got a little joystick right here you can use to pan the camera or move the camera up and down. So it really acts like a motion picture director when you've got it in your hands. If you've got connections to your camera, you can have other functions as well depending on the model of the camera. But what's really cool about it is they built in a lot of artificial intelligence, starting with this device right here that pops off. This is a motion tracker that you don't need the camera to motion track you like a lot of other DSLR gimbals require. This does all the work. So there's a little camera right here and it's looking at you, and you can trigger that by using hand signals. So you can use the OK sign like this. It'll immediately start tracking you. And if it's on a tripod, you can move around and it's going to follow that motion. And I'll show you how that works in a few minutes. But it's also got a fill light on there that you can control from the front right here. So you can turn the fill light on. So if you're doing some type of podcast or some type of YouTube video, turn on the fill light. You don't have to bring an additional fill light along with you. If you want to mount other things on there, there's a 1/4 inch 20 on the side that you can mount, I guess, a microphone receiver or even a hardwired microphone. So they give you a lot of control around the product. I really like it because it's small, it's portable, and the best part about it, again, and I can't stress this enough, is that it's universal. Because when I go out to record and I want to stabilize footage, every now and then I'll use my DSLR, but more often than not I'm using an action camera or I'm using my smartphone. And being able to mount almost anything I have with me on this gimbal and know that I can stabilize it really gives me a lot of versatility. And I do own a lot of other stabilized gimbals that are purpose-built for like a DSLR or a smartphone, but now I don't have to carry those along. I just bring this out in the field. I can mount what I'm using to record the footage and know that I'm going to get really smooth footage out of it. So I think it's a pretty cool product. Now, if you stay tuned next, what I'm going to do is actually mount a DSLR on the top of it and show you how that tracking works. and how that gesture control works. And then I'll take it out in the field and record some footage driving along a really bumpy road to show you how that stabilization works on a really heavy camera like a DSLR. Now, I could use a lighter camera like an action camera, but that's not going to bounce around as much. A DSLR camera is the heaviest thing you're going to mount on the top of this, so that's a worst case scenario for stabilization. We'll have to see how this does. The one thing I really want to test, though, is that Hohem has been building stabilized gimbals for quite a while, and really the magic behind a stabilized gimbal like this is the sensing circuits, which are pretty standard. They've got gyroscopes inside that understand how you're moving your hands around and how things are bumping. But the real magic behind it is the software, the algorithm that reads those sensors and corrects for that motion quickly. And can it do it smoothly? So this is using the iSteady 7.0, which is the latest version of their algorithm, which is supposed to be a lot smoother and a lot faster reacting. And in some cases, the software can almost anticipate the movements because it knows as humans, we can only move in a certain direction and we're analog creatures. So we're not going to, it's not digital bing bang boom. It's moving slowly. And that algorithm can sort of anticipate the motion we're moving and the direction we're moving and correct for that in advance of it actually, becoming jerky footage. So I can't wait to test that. But if you stay tuned next, again, I'll show you how that tracking mechanism works and how the gesture control works. And then I'll head outside and do some short demonstrations on a really bumpy road, sticking this out of the top of my car, out of the roof of my car, showing you what that road looks like stabilized. So stay tuned. Okay, I've mounted my DSLR camera on top of the MT2 and I've done the balancing. And now I'd like to show you how the AI tracking works. Right now it's not turned on, I haven't started it, so you'll see that it won't move, but it is stabilized, so I can move it around and the camera's going to stay stabilized. But if I'd like to turn on the AI tracking, all I have to do is hold up the OK sign in front of that sensor, and the LED will turn green, which means it's tracking me now. And if I move around, it's going to keep its focus on me directly. If I go up, I go down, and if I move the camera, it's still going to track me no matter where I'm moving that camera. So it's an incredibly cool feature. And the one thing I do want to point out is that the camera has nothing to do with that AI tracking. It's all based on that sensor right there, which means if I mount a smartphone on there, a GoPro camera on there, or some other type of camera, I'm not dependent on the camera to do that AI tracking. It's completely handled by that sensor up front. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take it out and show you some rough footage in the car. Okay, now I'm riding down a very bumpy road and I'm just checking the stabilization on the MT2. And I'm hitting quite a few bumps and I'm zigzagging, trying to put as much pressure on it as possible to see how the stabilization turns out. Now, one thing I like an awful lot about this gimbal is the fact that it's universal. I'm using it with my DSLR camera right now, but I could easily pop my smartphone in there or my GoPro or even a small mirrorless camera and it would still provide stabilization. And that makes it really universal, which means anything I have with me, I can use this gimbal to stabilize the footage from. So I like that an awful lot about the product. And I'm not sure how good the stabilization is until I get back to the shop and actually take a look at it. But I'm doing all I can to give you a fair test of what you can expect from this particular handheld stabilized gimbal. That driving footage was a bit of a worst case scenario, and it's not the way you'll normally use the gimbal. So I thought I'd take a little walk through the woods here to show you just how well it stabilizes normal footage. Right now I've got my DSLR mounted on top of the MT2, and I'm walking on pretty uneven ground, and I think it's doing a great job of stabilizing the footage. The other thing I wanted to show you was the pan feature. You can use the joystick to actually pan across the woods this way, and then slowly pan the other direction as well. You can see the whole field over there. Pretty nice. And then you can also tilt up if you want. So I'll tilt up and look at the top of the trees. And then I'll tilt down so you can look at the ground. So it really does a great job of stabilizing the footage. And that's what it's designed for. And again, right now I've got the DSLR on there, but I could have any of my video recording equipment strapped to the top of it and I get the same level of stabilization. I hope those video samples were helpful in showing you just how good the stabilization is on the iSteady M2. And there's a lot to like about this stabilized gimbal. Number one, it's universal. Like I've mentioned a few times, you can use it with your smartphone, you can use it with a GoPro. Right now I've got my DSLR on the top of it, but I've also got some mirrorless cameras that I use from time to time. And it's nice to know that one handheld stabilized gimbal can cover all of those products. I also like the AI tracking, which again has nothing to do with the camera. So right now I'm moving around
and that will follow me wherever I go. So I'm spinning way over this way. So imagine being out in the field and doing a YouTube video or some kind of review. It's like you've got a digital cameraman right there on the tripod that's going to follow you wherever you move. I also like the gesture control, so I can turn off tracking by holding up my hand like this, and that turns off the tracking. Then if I move, I'm out of frame. If I want to turn it back on, I use the OK symbol like that, and it sees me, and it turns back on. So what Hohem has built here is a really versatile handheld gimbal with a lot of AI built into it that'll stabilize your footage. It's small, it's affordable, and again, it's universal, which is a great thing. So hopefully you found this review helpful. I've enjoyed talking about it. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments below and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And until next time, as always, stay nerdy.